minute I started playing basketball full time, everything just went by so fast you can't even really comprehend it. You just go to the next practice, the next bus ride, the next game. Friends, tell me, and we've been sitting here reflecting on it and talking about it, and they were always telling me, yeah, you were in the gym all the time, all day, every day. You worked at it. This is all you did. So, to unpack those great stories, it's a good feeling to be able to look back on it and really be appreciative of it. And more importantly, tell those stories so that hopefully one day somebody can read it, take it for their own, and it will help them through a situation. If you want to be the best at something, you're going to find a way to push through those challenges and make sure you do what you need to do to be successful.
Picking up the book, work ethic was one of the themes that just came through loud and clear. A lot of us wonder, what does that level of work ethic look like? If you take yourself from a 17-year-old going into the pros at a really young age, 1 year into university, what does the work ethic look like all the way through? Take me into a practice.
You want the pros or the college level? We'll start at college level. Yeah, we'll start at college level because, that's a very good barometer. A typical day in college for a student athlete, usually about 2-3 days a week. This would be one of the days. We get up at around 6 a.m. so we can lift weights at 6:30. Afterwards at around 7:45, 8 o'clock, we'll probably get some breakfast. We've got class at 9, from about 9 to about 2:30. Then we had to walk to practice. Some days you might have individual work, so you have to be there an hour early and get your work in. And then we practice. Now, when we practiced, it was a solid 3 hours and 10 minutes. It was never, that's about the average. Sometimes it'll go 3.5. Sometimes it'll be 250. But 3 hours and 10 minutes is the wheelhouse. Then around that time, we'd have to get dressed, of course, shower, and it'll be right at around 7 o'clock. We try to get to dinner by 6:30, 7 o'clock. We get to dinner, we eat, and then we have a mandatory 2 hours of study hall afterwards. So, I haven't said anything about being social. It was just all work. And that's not including the games. That's not including preparation and meetings and treatment if you have to get treatment if you're hurt. Those were the requirements almost every day as a student athlete. And then, I get to the pros. What was so crazy about the pros is it's kind of up to you, but the hours are already immense. So you have to take into effect that on a game day, usually people see your favorite, you see your favorite player playing from 7:30 to 9:30, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, right? Well, if we're playing a 7:30 game, I get up at 9:30, so I can be at the gym at 10:30, so we can do our walkthrough in preparation for the game that night, which is about an hour. Then we have to get treatment again, cover up those nicks and knacks, shower. I'm out the gym by about 12, and I would take a nap, eat lunch, take a nap. Then I'm right back at the gym. And, the true shock was after the game. If we have a back-to-back and we're playing a game in Charlotte the next night, well, right after the game, we're headed to the airport. We're flying into Charlotte. We're on the bus. Then we check into our hotel so we can be up for another 7 o'clock game the next day. So, the pros, it was the immense amount of games, and that's 82 games a year. It was a traveling show, so you always had to be ready, have your bags packed, have your identification, in my case, my passport. And, on top of practicing and lifting weights and appearances, because it's a professional game now, so you have to do things for the season ticket holders, just these requirements that you have to meet. It became immense, but I eventually got used to it.
When I picked up your book, one of the lines that caught me early on, you said, there's a lot of people in your ear nowadays, and all of them think they know. But I know what it takes. And then you start to get into these life lessons. Why was it so important to write this book and frame it for young people?
Well, we wanted to frame it for young people because, of course, I think we all consider ourselves, hopefully we all consider ourselves young. And when you think of talking to a younger person, you think more simply. The language, you're not trying to use too much advanced language to try to get your point across. It's simple, it's to the point, and it's to where people can understand it. And that was pretty much the goal, of course, of this book. And it helped me from a writing standpoint kind of write to myself almost, because I see so much of myself in young athletes, and I had some people along the way who helped me to tell me, I just want to see you do good. I don't want anything from you, because in your quest for greatness, and especially if you want to be a professional athlete, people just want to take from you. They'll see something good and they just want to take all the time for their own benefit, or they'll be your friend for their own benefit. It's not to actually help you. This is to actually help people, because I'm paying it back. This is my memento to the game, because so many people throughout my process helped me. And I had a coach specifically tell me one time, I just want to see you do good. I don't want anything from you. I want to see what you can accomplish through hard work, through dedication, through commitment, through teamwork. And, I just felt that through literature, this was such a great way to kind of give away those gems as well, because I've had so many books to help me. That's where I felt that, man, wow, I've taken in so much from reading books. I think this will work, and I think this will be there for people who are looking for something and looking to be inspired and looking just for that 1% to help them get just a little better, a little bit closer to your goal. That's what I'm hoping this will help people do.
What do you think your edge is over everybody else?
Right now, or back when I was playing?
I think it's still around, but back when you were playing.
Back when I was playing, it doesn't go anywhere, right? Back when I was playing, my edge was my intensity. My edge was my focus and my commitment. I put everything into the game. I prepared. I dreamt about it. I visualized it. I always prepared myself mentally for whatever is coming. And I felt that was my edge. Just kind of like I was alluding to earlier, I read books. I felt that was an edge as well. I've read these different books on mental toughness, and I'm going to take nuggets from each one to maybe it'll help me, because I know I'm going into a tough situation and it's going to be extremely hard, but I'm not going to give up. And it doesn't even matter if the other side knows that about me. They're in trouble before they even lace it up. That's how I felt every single match. I didn't care who I was playing. And, it kind of spills over into this day. It's all about work ethic. It's all about what you choose to do in life, what is important to you, what is that goal that you're going to identify and go after and say, I'm going to go after this thing wholeheartedly. It doesn't matter what other people say. This is what I feel. It's positive. I love it. The whole world disappears when I do it, and I'm going to channel this thing so I can help myself, so I can help other people. I think, putting everything into finding that's kind of what I transfer it to now. But like now, I just try to, do it with my work ethic, be responsible, think about those things that I'm putting my time into and what I want to accomplish while I'm doing these things. I think that's where I'm at now. But the passion, the purpose, that never goes anywhere.